All right, Shalom, Shalom. Welcome back, everybody, to the Hebrew Chosen Elect Wednesday night wisdom class. Um, we'll be getting back at this selfishness class, part two, the importance of charity. So this week we'll be continuing on from our class last week about the spirit of selfishness, how it's against the Most High, how it's not of the spirit of Christ, how it's of the spirit of the devil. And that being a new creature in Yahweh Shah Mashiach, we must put off this selfish spirit that so many of us have and that's rampant in our communities in the world. You know, everybody cares about their self, but the Most High said, love him with all your heart and love your brother and your neighbor as yourself. So it's not about you. And that's what we're going to continue to go into. This breaking down how what's required from us in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is to put on the Most High's ways, and one of the main ones being, as opposed to selfishness, the spirit of selflessness, caring about others as much as or more than yourself, right? So yeah, before we get started, I want to give all praise, glory, honor Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, his true name, and Yahweh Shah Mashiach being the true name of who the world calls Jesus the Christ. His true name being Yahweh Shah Mashiach in the ancient Hebrew. Also, before we get started, if you'd like to donate, you can send donations to help out with the ministry through Cash App at hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect. Also, I want to plug our upcoming coat drive that will be held in a few months in December sometime. We're going to go ahead and start collecting donations for that. If you'd like to donate and help out with our coat drive and giveaway, you can donate for cash donations through Cash App for that at hashtag BDANIE01. That's for the coat drive, earmark it, Hebrew Chosen Elect coat drive. But for all other arms to help out with the ministry, flyers, travel, whatnot, things like that, that will be the Cash App at the bottom of the screen. So that's it for our announcements, and we'll go ahead and get into this thing, or back into it. And the first scripture we're going to go to for this lesson this week will be in the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, I believe. No, Salaki, we're going to start out with 1 Corinthians chapter 16. That's in your New Testament, y'all. 1 Corinthians chapter 16. And we're going to read verse 13 down to 14. And one of y'all give me that when you got it. You said 16? Chapter 16, verse 13 to 14.
First or second?
First. Now, you ain't got it? You want to get there? Well, you still need to be there, though. Well, if you're already there, you bring it up. Go ahead.
Watch ye stand fast.
A little louder. Do what?
Watch ye stand fast in the faith.
Watch ye stand fast in the faith. Whenever you see a comma, pause for a second. Then you continue reading. So watch ye stand fast in the faith. Go ahead.
With you like men.
Uh-huh.
Be strong.
Be strong. Go ahead.
Let all your things be done with charity.
Let all your things be done with charity. Not just some of your things, all your things. That's important to remember. Let all your things be done with charity. Uh, before I get this definition, does anybody know what charity means? What's it mean? Huh? Yeah, chapter 16. What's charity, Josiah?
Like to give stuff that you don't mind.
That's one definition of charity. When you give things, you donate things, right? That's what you're saying? Yeah, that is charity. But in this context, it's something else. There's other definitions. That's the most popular definition for it today, but it has other meanings before that meaning. So I'll just go ahead and read them. So he said, let all your things be done with charity. And the definition, when you look it up in the 1828 Noah Webster's dictionary, the definition for charity goes like this. The first definition is, in a general sense, love, benevolence. So charity is love, benevolence, and goodwill. Goodwill. It's that disposition of heart that inclines men to think favorably of their fellow men, to think, and to do them good. So obviously, this charity ties into what? Not being what?
Selfish.
Selfish. That's right. So he said, let all things be done with charity, which is goodwill to men and to do them good. So it ties into how you treat other people. Number two is in a more particular sense, love, kindness, affection, tenderness, springing up from natural relations. For example, as charities of a father, son, or your brother or sister. And then the third definition is liberality to the poor, which consists of what you said, donating things, giving things to people in need. So that's a part of it too. But this class is going into not being selfish and to doing away with that selfish spirit. And we see that charity is the exact opposite of being selfish, right? And as a reminder, we'll go back into the definition. Selfish, to be selfish is lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. That's what it is to be selfish. It's exactly opposite to goodwill, disposition of heart, which inclines men to think favorably of their fellow men and to do them good. It's the exact opposite. So we have to let all things be done with this selfless spirit and not with the thinking of myself spirit. So what are everyday things? What are some everyday things done that require charity, which is goodwill to others? And Paul said, do all things. What are some things that require this charity versus being selfish? And I listed down some of the everyday things that we do as men, women, and children here in America that requires this charity. One, following instructions from your superior. A superior means somebody that's over you. So following instructions requires for you to have goodwill towards your superior.
Yeah.
Your superior would be your mom. That would be your superior. Your superior would be someone that outranks you, right? Your superior would be your teacher at school. Your superior would be your manager at work or your boss, right?
Yeah.
Those would all go into the classification of your superior.
Yeah.
So following instructions requires you to have goodwill, because if you don't follow those instructions, you're a vexation to your superior, because we're all trying to get something done. We have a common goal, whether it's keeping up with the house, keeping a business running, keeping order in school. Stop playing fidgeting and pay attention. Everybody is trying to get something done in a orderly fashion, whether it's have the house managed and running smoothly, or like I said, your job or at school or it's whatever organization you're part of. Maybe you're in on a sports team or even an Israelite camp. You're gonna have a superior who has a superior, and everybody has to have goodwill to their superior to do what? Be obedient to instructions. Because when you're disobedient to the instructions from your superior, that's selfish. You're thinking about yourself. Because whatever instructions you receive from your superior, it's for a purpose. It's for a purpose to get something done. And when you refuse to be obedient to the instructions, you halt progress in getting that done, whether it's getting the house clean, whether it's getting to camp and everybody doing their part to lay the signs down, get the speaker ready, get the flyers ready. It's all these things. And you know, a lot of people, you'll give out instructions before going to camp when you talk about the camp business, right? We go to camp, you got all those things I just went down the list of, right? You give out instructions. So before we go to camp, everybody's to meet up at this location, right? To organize and have everybody together knowing what they're going to do before going to the camp spot, right? Those instructions come down to everybody in the camp so that we can have a good camp today, and that everything be done in order, right? And run smoothly, right? So, but some people might decide, yeah, I don't feel like meeting up at the first location for our pre-camp meeting. I'm going to just meet y'all there. I don't want to go. I don't want to be a part of getting everything loaded up and finding out the game plan. I'll just meet y'all there. That's a selfish spirit. The instructions from your superior in the camp says we're going to meet up here so that what? He can say, hey, I need you to load up this. I need you to load up that. I need you to load up this. When we get to the camp spot and we hold camp today, you're going to be speaking first. You're going to go second. You're going to go third. You're going to read. You're going to pass flyers. I need you two holding posts. That's an example of what you might go through at a pre-camp meetup. But that one person that decides, yeah, I don't want to follow that instructions, I just want to go there, I'll see y'all there, they're being selfish. Unless they had something holding them up, because that happens sometimes, they're being selfish. If you have goodwill to your superiors, you would be at the meet. Are you paying attention? You guys can't be fidgeting. If you have goodwill towards your superior, you're going to be at that meeting, just like, and towards your peers. You're going to be at that meeting so that we can get this thing planned out and have a smooth camp today. The same goes with in the house when you get instructions to maybe you're going to clean, you're going to the dishes, you're going to take out the trash, you're going to mop the floors. It's to evenly disperse all the things that have to get done. That way they're done in a timely manner and everything goes smoothly. But when I decide, yeah, I don't want to do the dishes, I'm not going to do them. Or I'm going to, you know, I'm going to stand around and go find other stuff to do. I really don't feel like doing it. You're being selfish, and because you're not considering your superior. You're missing that goodwill, right? And doing good, and you got a selfish spirit, and you're holding up the progress of getting this common goal finished of having the house in order, clean, looking like people live there, because you don't want to take instructions and follow the instructions from your superior. But Paul said in this verse, he said, all things be done with charity. So the same thing goes with taking instructions in school, right? The teachers in the hall, just ordering y'all to go this way, that way. Everybody walking on this side of the hallway, everybody on that. Get to your class before the bell rings, whatever it is. They're doing their job to get things done in the order they need to be done. And it's their job to instruct the kids in the school. That all y'all want to do is run and play. And if it wasn't no superiors there to bring order, it would be chaos and anarchy in the school. So same goes with the job. Just about everything in life, there's a order and ranking system. So if you refuse to have that charity and goodwill towards your superior, to follow instructions, you're being selfish. Y'all understand?
Yeah.
Number 2, loaning and giving out things to others. That requires goodwill. That requires for you to have a good will towards, man, hey, sit up, to do them good. Because what would be the selfish version of giving out things, loaning things out? You really don't want to do it. You don't feel like it. You really, it's really like pulling teeth, but you do it anyway. But you're really mad because you don't want to share anything you have. All you're thinking about is what you lost. You're not concerned with what the other person doesn't have and how you can be a benefit to them. You're thinking about yourself. But once again, all things done with what? Charity, which is goodwill and disposition towards other men, women, and to do them good. So you have to have this charity when loaning and giving out things. Number 3, taking correction. When you're taking correction, you have to have a goodwill. You have to understand the scriptures say, if you love your brother, you'll correct him. So when somebody's correcting you, you can't have this attitude that you're pissed off because you're being corrected. And now you don't have a goodwill towards the person that's correcting you. Now you start to have a grudge against the person correcting you, but that person is just trying to watch for your soul. That person is just trying to show you love, as the scriptures say, but you're taking that correction and you're getting offended. You're like, oh, you're just picking on me. You got a thing for me. Now you got this evil suspicion that you feel like you're being singled out. But the person giving you the correction is trying to get you on the right path, because not because you're being singled out, but because that's love. But it requires charity to even receive correction the right way. You have to have that mind state and not have that selfish mind state. The selfish mind state will have you looking at it like, I'm being singled out. I don't like being corrected. You're just trying to make it like you're better than me. Oh, you mess up sometimes. You're correcting me. You act like you don't never mess up. That's a selfish mind state. Number 4, giving correction. If you're giving correction, how should you be giving correction?
Like giving.
Yeah, when you're correcting someone else, the way you talk to them, right? The reason behind it, you're doing it out of love, not out of you get on my nerves, or you know, I just really don't like you, so I'm gonna correct you on every little thing I can find. I'm searching out things to correct you on because I don't have that charity towards you. But when giving correction, you have to have that charity, that goodwill. It's about giving you the love that the scriptures require. So how I deliver it matters. If I'm selfish, I'm gonna be rude about it. I might kind of be demeaning the way I talk to you. Might kind of mock you for what you're doing off, what you're erring in. I shouldn't be mocking you when I'm correcting you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be correcting you and then like getting on you and making you feel like there's something wrong with you just as a whole. You understand?
Yeah.
I have to do all things with charity, that goodwill towards men. 5th one, I got having a difference of opinion with someone else. Whether they're your superior, somebody above you, whether they're your inferior, meaning below you, like my younger siblings, or some people under me in rank, or classmates that's in lower grades, or co-workers that's in lower positions at the job, or even my equal. We're on the same playing field. We're of the same rank, or we're on the same grade in school, or we're on the same position at the job or in the house. No matter what your position with each other is, if we have a difference of opinion, I have to have that with charity and goodwill.
Yeah.
Like us disagreeing with what we think something should be or something is, how good this is, or whatever it is we disagree on. It shouldn't turn into what? It shouldn't turn into arguing. It shouldn't turn into us disrespecting each other. It shouldn't turn into us scuffling and fighting. We should be able to have charity while having differences of opinion. Meaning we should be able to respect the fact that when you feel things that way, I feel things this way, we can agree to disagree. Number 6, interacting with others, whether in public or at home. So that's just right, whatever your interactions are. Walking by each other, working around each other, having a conversation with each other. What other things? How else do you interact? Getting on the game together, whatever it is, right? Shouldn't be bullying you, I shouldn't be doing things to you that is going to cause a reaction, teasing you, whatever it is. That's that selfish spirit. I only care about myself. Right? That's what that is. If I can't be around you or interact with you without doing things to get you riled up or making fun of you or teasing you or kind of doing little things to you on the side, like punching you in your rib or something or flicking your ear, that's selfish. Because I don't want that, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's a selfish spirit. And that's a worldly spirit. Because the world, all they care about is themselves. Like you can be in the store out in the world and you can be taking too long at the register. And you'll have somebody in the back that starts getting an attitude, cussing. Oh, I wish you hurry the F up. I gotta get to the daycare. I gotta pick up my 5 kids. Then I gotta go to my third baby dad's house and pick up my other kid. And this nigga in line, he taking all day. Like, we ain't got nowhere to go. That woman ratchet and selfish. Right? Y'all got any examples that y'all might see, like while y'all at school or with friends?
I got one.
What's up?
Just today, this dude had stepped in a girl's shoe. She started going off on him.
Uh-huh.
She was like, started cussing him out, getting mad. It was an accident.
Now this he didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. And she started doing what?
She started cussing him out, acting all crazy.
Perfect example. Perfect example. I'm gonna let you bring it out, but that's a perfect example. Scriptures say let all things be done with charity. Kids in the world, grown-ups in the world don't have this charity, this goodwill towards others. So something as simple as an accidental being foot stepped on. Now you're getting cussed out. You all types of B's and H's and you name it. All types of getting called everything other than your name, right? That's that selfish spirit. These people think that the world revolves around them. That's a spirit of the world. That's the spirit of the devil, and it's not of Christ. It's not of Yahweh. What you got?
It was like 3 days ago. 3 days ago, and then I was at recess.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing soccer.
Yep.
And then somebody was trying to get the ball, and then accidentally stepped it back in their hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just started going off and started pushing them.
So y'all playing soccer at recess, and something that's common to happen when playing soccer is somebody's foot got stepped on, and they started fighting over it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's selfish. That's not doing all things with charity. And that's of the world. That's the spirit of Satan and not after Christ. And that soccer is a game of feet. First off, if you go to or watch a real soccer game, the number one thing that the defender does is what? Slides in front of the player with the ball. Trips them up. They fall. They on the ground holding the knee, but they don't get to fighting because it's part of the game. But when you have a selfish spirit and you have a spirit of the devil on you, that's how you react to things. And So you see this with adults, you even see it with kids. Most people in the world that don't have these scriptures and these precepts, that's how they operate. Because these precepts, God's word is the only place you're going to find righteousness and how to conduct yourself through all things in life. So yeah, those are great examples. Great examples. We're going to go to the next precept. From there, we're going to jump to chapter 13 of the same book, 1 Corinthians, and we're going to go verse 1 to 5.
13.
Yeah, 13, 1 to 5.
I got it.
Need you to be loud with this one.
Through I speak with the tongues.
So, well, tell everybody where you're at. Remember, you always read the address, which is where you're at first, then you read.
Book of
1 Corinthians.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 1 and 5.
Verse 1 to 5. Go ahead.
Through I speak with the tongues of man and of angels, and have not charity. Yeah, that's how I speak.
Have not charity.
Charity, I am become as sounding brass of high talking, humble, and through I have the gift of
So though I speak with the tongue of men and angels and have not charity, so even if I can speak different languages of men, or even different the languages of angels that's above, even if I can do, well, that's what he's saying. Like, let's say you can, even if I can. The point is, he says, let's say I can do these things, but I don't have that charity that we're talking about. I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Do you know what that means? It's of no importance. It's just noise. It's just noise. Just like sounding brass, these are instruments. That's what he's comparing it to. All it is noise. If there's no charity behind it. You understand?
Yeah.
Keep going, verse 2.
There's past
2. Verse 2.
I have the
And
gift,
and though I have,
and though I have the gift of
a little louder. Come on.
and
I'm going to let him go a little bit. You can get the next one. Hold on, CJ. Though I have the gift of prophecy, go ahead.
and understand all mysteries
Even though I have gift of prophecy, understand all mysteries. Go ahead.
and all knowledge,
Uh-huh.
and through I have a faith.
Though I have all faith. And what's one of the main things required? Faith. And he says, even though I have all faith. Go ahead.
So that I could remove mountains and,
Uh-huh.
and have not charity, I am nothing.
So if I don't have that goodwill towards men, that love, benevolence, and doing good, even if I have all these other things, I'm able to prophesy, I'm able to predict the future, understand all mysteries, know how to break down this whole Bible better than anybody else, have all knowledge and all faith. But I'm missing this charity. I have that selfish spirit. I am nothing, it says.
Yeah.
All those things don't even count. And some people go off and get more of a selfish spirit by having these things. That's why he's bringing it out. Some people are given the gift of being able to prophesy, and it pumps them up. It pumps their head up. They become selfish. They think that they got it of themselves. They think that they're special. They forget that the Most High gave them this gift. Same thing, understanding mysteries and having all faith. Some people become self-centered around that. Verse 3. But he said, if I don't have that charity, I'm nothing. Verse 3.
Um, and, and through I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it
profiteth me nothing.
Me nothing.
So see that? So we read one of the definitions is given to the poor. But if we're given to the poor and we're not doing it out of goodwill, it doesn't profit nothing. It doesn't count. Because you can give to the poor, you can donate things and not really mean it, right?
Yeah.
You can donate things just because you feel like you have to, right?
Yeah.
Or you can do it because you really have this goodwill to help out those in need.
Yeah.
That's the only way it counts, if you have that mind state.
Yeah.
Those that, like I said before, if you give stuff away but you really don't want to, once again, you're in this selfish spirit. Because you really just want all that stuff. You don't want to give it up. You want to have everything and don't care if others around you are benefiting the same way you are. So read verse 4.
Charity suffereth the...
So charity is suffereth long. Go ahead, and I'm going to break this down in a minute. So charity suffereth long. Go ahead.
And its kind charity
envieth not. So it's kind. It envieth not. Go ahead.
not itself.
Charity vaunteth not itself. Go ahead. Is not puffed up. So I want to, before you go to the next verse, I want to break that down. So first point made is said charity, goodwill towards men and doing good to them, is suffereth long and is kind. So first thing first, what does suffer mean? Because I'm sure y'all everybody don't understand what suffer means. So charity suffers long. Suffer, the definition of suffer is to experience or be subjected to something bad or unpleasant. So it means to experience something unpleasant or bad.
Feel like you're like suffering.
Yeah. So if you have charity, you can experience that for a long time. It suffereth long. It experiences it long. It's able to experience it for a long duration, and not now to like it's going into your suffering long someone else. That's what it's going into. So you're experiencing bad or something unpleasant from somebody else. If you have charity, you can experience it for a long time before doing what? Before doing what? I'll give you some examples. Because you're through charity, you're able to tolerate or experience something bad or unpleasant from other people. It makes you able to suffer that long. Charity doesn't allow you to meet others. Charity doesn't allow you to mistreat others because they rub you the wrong way. You understand what that means? When somebody rubs you the wrong way, like you don't. No, when they rub you the wrong way, like you don't like them. You don't like them being around, or you don't like the way they act. Right? That's rubbing you the wrong way.
Okay.
All right. Charity doesn't allow you to turn around and mistreat them because of that.
Yeah.
Because charity allows you to tolerate for a long time. That's what it means. Charity suffereth long. Because the next definition of suffer was tolerate.
Yeah.
So you can tolerate someone that you don't like to be around without mistreating them. If you have that goodwill towards men, which is charity. If you're not of a selfish spirit about me, myself, and I. You understand?
Yeah.
Charity also doesn't allow you to take vengeance on others because you feel like you have been ill treated by them. Because what's the first thing we do when somebody does something to us? We're trying to get our lick back. We're trying to get them back right away, right?
Yeah.
That's a selfish spirit. That's not what the Most High expects from you. That's not what the Most High expects from me. That's not the way Yahweh walked around. Yahweh had charity. He had goodwill towards all men, right?
Yeah.
And he was able to tolerate for a long duration people that he felt like were mistreating him. When you got charity and you're not about yourself, you can tolerate someone that you feel is mistreating you without taking vengeance by yourself because you feel this way. You feel they're doing this. Or even if they did, whether it's you feel it or it's actually happened. Charity doesn't allow you to become combative with authority figures because you disagree with their judgment. What's that mean? You have to argue.
No.
You have to argue how right you are. You don't want to hear correction. Or the correction or the correction or the judgment given against you, you feel like it's not right. And now you want to argue it. You don't want to just take the correction. You want to argue. You have to get the last word. You have to get everything off your chest. You disagree. That's a me, myself. That's all about me, and how I feel, and I. Charity doesn't allow you to do that. Huh?
Yeah. Fine.
Because even if the judgment's wrong, charity does what? Tolerates it.
Yeah. Fine.
Charity tolerates it. Yahushua was accused of many things that he didn't do. He was accused of lying against God. He was accused of claiming to destroy Jerusalem and raise it back in 3 days. He was accused of many false accusations, but he just tolerated it.
Yeah.
He knew that it's wrong, and I don't have to combat it. The Most High is going to set everything in order for me. Understand?
Yeah.
Charity, last point on how it tolerates for a long duration. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity doesn't allow you to abandon relationships due to unresolved differences. This includes friendship, marriage, faith-based groups like your Israelite school or camp, etc. Charity, that goodwill that allows you to tolerate for a long period of time, doesn't allow you to just leave off your friendship because you don't like the way your friend's moving or you don't like something that he said, right? Y'all cool. Y'all been cool for 3 years. Every day y'all play games together. Y'all best friends. You like the same foods, but one day he does something you don't like or says something you don't like. If you got charity, you don't end the friendship because your friend did something you don't like and y'all haven't resolved that difference, right?
Yeah.
What's it mean to have an unresolved difference? It means that he doesn't even know you have a problem with something he said or did. Because why? You didn't say anything about it. But see, a lot of people in the world, they'll keep things to themselves and then they'll just leave off from that relationship. It won't even say nothing. You be over here wondering why your boy don't even mess with you no more. He don't pick up your phone calls, or when he sees you in the hallway, he walk on the other side, don't never speak, and y'all was best of friends. And he didn't even come and tell you that you had said something you didn't like. He just stopped messing with you. And you don't even know why. That's an unresolved difference. And people do these things that are of the what spirit? Selfish spirit.
Um,
Set in their worldly ways. And they don't savor the things of the Father. If that's the way you carry yourself, you don't have goodwill. Brothers, sisters, they leave camps because of things that they felt offended by, right?
yeah.
And instead of bringing the problems they have to either leadership, to the camp elder, or even to the person that they feel offended by, they don't bring their differences out to maybe resolve them. What do? They just stop coming. They stop coming to camp. They stop coming to class. They offer no reason. They don't tell you ahead of time. You just wonder, hey, why so-and-so stopped showing up? I don't know. Then it gets back to you from somebody else. Oh, Yakina said something and he was offended. You know, he just can't get over Yakina, Yakina drunk the last of the wine at Tabernacles, and the brother had paid for the bottle, and he said that was the last straw. Damn, did he tell Yakina about it? Nope. Man, he ain't even maybe even asked for the money for the bottle. He just stopped coming. This is just an example. This didn't actually happen, but things like this do happen. Not this particular thing, but it's the same way.
Oh, okay.
Like something happens, like maybe you drunk the last of a drink that so and so had bought. So and so stops coming around and doesn't even say nothing about it. Yeah, man, I'm mad. They drunk all the drink, so I ain't coming back no more. The scriptures say to let your brother know how he offended you, and to try and resolve the problem. You see, some people they don't resolve their issues with others because they're selfish.
Cool.
Because if you had charity, which is goodwill, you would resolve your problems. Because it may have been an accident. It may not have been on purpose. It may have been a misunderstanding. And when you bring out your problems to the person that you have it with, and you guys talk and get to the bottom of things, you might just find out it was a misunderstanding, and now y'all can be cool again. Right?
Work it out.
Yeah, you work it out. Now you're not offended anymore, and everybody can go on and build together. See, but people with a selfish spirit that don't have this charity, that suffereth long, that tolerates for a long duration, they got that selfish spirit. They don't have the charity, but charity is a requirement. I can pass out 1,000 flyers, go to 100 camp speakings, right? I can go on the street, yo, Kwam Yashala, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah, but I don't have charity, it's for nothing. I can't be trying to be this mighty man of the Most High without that charity. All right. Next part of that verse is said that charity envieth not. Who knows what envy means? We're moving on to the next part of the verse. It said charity suffereth long and is kind. And it said charity envieth not. Anybody got an idea what envy means? Kind of like jealousy. That's definitely one of them. Let's get specific. Envy. A feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Because you're selfish. You have a problem when somebody else has things you don't have, qualities you don't have. Oh man, he's such a good teacher. He be bringing it out mighty at camp. I'm jealous. I'm upset because when I bring it out, I can't bring it out like that. Or luck. Man, it seemed like the Most High always blessing him. I'm always struggling. And then you feel discontented. That means you're mad, you're upset. You have a problem. Y'all paying attention? You have a problem now because of somebody else's possessions or qualities you don't have, or they keep getting blessed. The definition says luck, but I'm gonna use the term they keep getting blessed. It seems like you're always struggling. If you have charity, you don't act like this. You don't have this feeling. It said, charity vaunteth not itself. Who knows what vaunt means? Probably nobody. I had to look it up. I had to look it up. Vaunt means boast about or praise something, especially excessively. You ever heard people boast about what they have? Yeah, like, oh, I got all the J's. Or I got way better sneaker collection than you have. What else people boast about? I always got my hair done. Your hair ain't never done like mine. I get more money than you. Yeah. And what? I get more girls than you. But are they wives? No. Well, hey, okay, you bragging about fornication then. Okay. Oh, you get more money than me. Wait, oh, you love money. Is money wicked? No. But is the love of money wicked? Yeah. Love of money is the root of all evil. But cats in the world, they brag about, I get more money than you. Well, you love money and I don't. You're moving in the spirit of Satan. I'm moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You think that this money is going to last forever. I know for a fact that this economy and this money is going to be gone one day. And for me to love it is like loving the air. It's here, it's gone. That's money. But you love money. But if you have, that's a selfish spirit. And if you have charity, which is the opposite, you don't boast or praise things excessively or at all. What's there to boast about when everything that you receive comes from the Most High? It ain't you getting it of yourself. So what's there to boast about? The Most High gave you whatever you got, and you're praising yourself. You're boasting about it, and you're praising the things you have. You should be boasting about how good your God is and praising your God. See that? Charity doesn't vaunt itself, because that's what vaunt means. So verse 5, I'll read it. Charity doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own. See that? Seeketh not her own. What is selfishness? Selfishness seeks what? Your own. Selfishness, you seek your own. That's selfish. Charity seeks not her own. You see that? Is not easily provoked and thinketh no evil. It said charity is not, it said that it doesn't behave itself unseemly. So I got a definition for that. I forgot about that. Definition for unseemly is of behavior or actions not proper or appropriate. So if you have charity, you're not behaving, or you don't have actions that are not proper or they're inappropriate. You don't have that. So that means what? To have actions that's not proper or appropriate is what? What's the class about?
Selfish.
It's selfish. Let's go through some examples. What are some selfish behaviors or actions that are inappropriate? First one, disrupting a class or a meeting or a conversation other people are having, etc., by being loud or obnoxious. So you're in school, you're in the middle of class, you're being loud, obnoxious. Teachers trying to teach. You're in class for learning the truth, and you're not being a hearer of the word. You're not being quiet, attentive. You're being loud in the back. You're being disruptive. You're being obnoxious. That's unseemly. That's selfish. People are having a conversation. You burst through the middle, being loud and obnoxious. That's selfish. Said, do all things through charity. If I have not charity, I have nothing. Charity doesn't allow me to do these things, to act this way, unseemly. Con? You understand? Second one, of offending others by talking about inappropriate things. So you might be around a group of older women and you might be talking about, you mentioned earlier, some people boast about how many girls, I got more girls than you, right? They also might be 5 feet away from a couple of old church ladies and be talking about how many girls they have and what they be doing with them, and or what they like to see I love when they wear them spandex because I can see the print of this, that, and the third, and that's how you speaking. And it's some women who are your elders right there. That's inappropriate and it's offensive. But when you're selfish, you don't think about that because you don't care. When you're missing charity, you'll offend others by speaking inappropriate things. And it could be other stuff too. You could be talking about your bowel movements around people that you don't know. They don't want to hear about that. That's inappropriate. That's something that you do if you don't have charity. What else is inappropriate you could be talking about? Hmm? Just give me one more. You could be talking about all your favorite female celebrities or rappers' breast sizes. That'd be offensive to some people. You could be talking about uh, how great it is that now you can get a sex change and men can use the women's restroom and women can use the men's restroom and how America is so great. The world thinks there's nothing wrong with it, but that's inappropriate. Unless you're talking about how wicked the world is because of these things, that's inappropriate. And if you have charity, you're not offending others by talking about how great it is that you can go and get your rod cut off. That's just an example. That's something that's inappropriate and would cause offense. That you're only going to speak that way around people and offend them if you're selfish. But even in your house, like your speech should be the oracles of the Most High. Your speech should be with consideration of the people you're around. That's the point. Whether it's people you don't know in the world, whether it's your family members, your parent, whoever it be. If you got this charity, you consider whether or not you're going to offend the people you're around by your speech. You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
Third one, make unwanted advances towards the opposite sex. That's an example. You know what that means? Unwanted advances. So at the workplace, they oftentimes would call that, what's it called? Sexual harassment. You really don't got to worry about that yet. But these are selfish behaviors or actions. But even in the truth, some people come around summits or Israelite get-togethers, and when they're new, most likely, but they'll push up on the sister and make advances, and she's like, no, I'm kind of good, I'm just trying to learn right now. But you keep on pushing at them, keep on trying to push the envelope. I need wife number 10. You're ignoring the fact she already let you know, I'm not really looking for that yet. These are behaviors that are unseemly. Behaviors that we cannot have, right? Because that would mean we don't have charity. Somebody give me Philippians 2:1-5.
I got it.
Well, let Niall get this one. Let's say you can have the next one. Philippians 2, 1-5.
The book of Philippians, chapter 2, you said verse 5.
Verse 1 down to 5.
If there be therefore any
Consolation.
consolation in Christ, and if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels of mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord.
Okay, so Paul said, be like-minded. If I'm like-minded with you and you, that means I'm not just about how I feel, what I think, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get on the same like mind, because it's not just about me. Then it's you read the having the same love part?
Yeah.
Having the same love, have love for each other. That's the opposite of selfish. Go ahead.
Let nothing be done.
No, being of one accord.
I already read that.
All right, well, I didn't hear it. Being of one accord, of one mind. Can't be about my own accord and my own mind. We can be of the same accord, same mind. Go ahead, verse 3.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each other esteem other better than themselves.
See that? If I was selfish, I would what? I would only be esteeming myself. Right? And some people do this. Right? Paul said, let nothing be done through strife. That's arguing and fighting and bickering. Don't let nothing be done through that. Or vainglory. I'm only doing things to glorify myself. I only teach the Bible to glorify myself. I only go out to the street to evangelize and street speak to glorify myself so someone sees me. And you see that a lot. People in the truth will leave camps because they can't speak yet, or they don't want to follow the protocols, the different things they got to do to gain rank. And because they just want to be seen as men, they'll leave and go do their own thing. And then they don't even have the skills to properly teach. But they get to be seen teaching because some people are looking for vainglory. This isn't about getting glory. This isn't about people being able to say, I saw you teaching the word. I saw you out there bringing out the word, trying to raise up black people. It ain't about that. It's about raising up the lost tribes of Israel as that the Most High be glorified. You understand? Everything is to the glory of the Most High. But the selfish in spirit, it's about what? Getting glory to themselves, being known of men. You understand that?
Yeah.
Verse 4.
Look not every man on his own things,
but
every man also on the things of others.
So that's simple and plain. You're not to just look upon your own things, making sure you have things for yourself and taking care of yourself. You have to care about the things of others. That's the spirit of Yahweh. Because he did what? He did the greatest act of worrying about other people other than himself. He gave his whole life for thousands on thousands on thousands of men and women that didn't deserve it. Con? Oh, I'm sorry, verse 5.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahweh.
Hamashiach. See, if we're to call ourselves followers of Yahweh Hamashiach, we have to have this mind in us, because that was the mind he had. Right? Somebody give me Psalms chapter 112, verse 5 to 9.
From there.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 5 to 9.
A good man serveth
Showeth favor. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. That means to let people borrow, in case you don't know. So a good man shows favor and lenders, meaning if you need to borrow something, I got you. Because it ain't about me. Go ahead. He will guide his affairs with discretion. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Go ahead.
Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be the everlasting remembrance.
Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. Because this is a trait of the righteous, to show favor and lendeth. Go ahead. That charitable spirit. Verse 7.
He shall not be afraid for evil to do to his heart.
He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. So he's going into some of the benefits of having this spirit, this righteous spirit of charity and selflessness. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. That means you have the protection of the Most High. Why? Because you're pleasing to the Most High. When you're pleasing to the Most High and you don't care just about yourself, you care about others. Guess who the Most High cares about? You. And he protects you. He covers you. Go ahead. His heart
is fixed,
trusting
in the Lord,
who is Yahweh. Verse 8.
His heart is understanding.
His heart is established, meaning your mind and your intentions are established. They're not all over the place. Right? Go ahead.
He shall not be afraid.
He shall not be afraid. He puts a spirit on you to not be afraid, a spirit of courage, a spirit of peace, tranquility. All these things are spirits. Fear is a spirit. But if you're not all about yourself, he won't let that spirit get on you. He'll keep that spirit from you. Go ahead. He shall not be afraid until
he sees his
desire
upon his enemies.
Verse 9.
He hath
dispersed.
He hath given to the poor. His righteousness will endure
forever.
His horn shall be
exalted
for honor.
With honor. The Most High will exalt you in your name to be in honor. Right?
Yeah.
When you have this spirit of charity, goodwill to others, and not this spirit of me, my.
Is that one in the Bible?
They're all in the Bible. So next, Tobit 4:16, it's in your red book. Tobit 4:16. Josiah, you go there, but you get 1 Corinthians 13 and 13 in the big book. So CJ, you get Tobit 4:16. Yep. 4:16. I'll read it. Go. You find Sirach 18, verse 15 to 18. I'll read Tobit 4:16. Not yet. I'll let you know when you bring it out. Tobit 4. I said Sirach 18, verse. It's in the red book. Verse 15 to 18. I'm gonna read Tobit 4:16. Give of thy bread to the hungry, and of thy garments to them that are naked. And according to thine abundance, give alms, and let not thy eye be envious when thou givest alms. So see that? Obviously, you're not about yourself. You'll give bread to the hungry, garments to them that need clothes, and the abundance you have, as much as you have, you'll give some alms of whatever you have, whether it's a little or a lot. But when you do these things, don't let your eye now be envious when you give your alms. And would we see charity, it envieth not. That's going into, again, that selfish spirit. I can still be selfish and give to the poor, give to the hungry, give to the naked. Right? Why? Because I can do it because I think I have to do it. Or I've been peer pressured to do it. Or I think I'm gonna I do it for the reward, not because I care about other people. I can't just give because I'm expecting a reward from the Most High. That's not why we do it. And it said, when you give, don't let your eye now be envious. Right? That's that spirit of, I regret that I gave. I want that stuff back. I need the Most High to bless me, man. I gave up that stuff, man. It was my favorite sneakers. Yeah, well, if you was going to feel that way, you shouldn't have gave them away. You should have kept your favorite sneakers. So Sirach 18, 15 to 18. You got that? The book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 15 to 18. I'll get it. Josiah, did you find 1 Corinthians 13 and 13? All right, I don't want it yet. Sirach 18, 15 to 18. My son, blemish not thy good deeds, neither use uncomfortable words when thou givest anything. So all these good deeds that you do for others, when you do good deeds for others, don't use uncomfortable words. What's an example of that? Let's go back to clothes. You don't have any. You don't have a jacket for the winter, and I give you mine. When I give you that jacket, I shouldn't be telling you how. Man, that's my favorite jacket. Now you got it because you can't afford your own jacket. I gotta give you mine. If it wasn't for you, man, I be able to keep both my jackets. I guess I can't let you go cold. I guess you can use mine. I mean, I don't want to have to hear you shivering all night and clanking your teeth. Go ahead, take mine. The Most High sees that. Now he doesn't count that as a good deed. So you're not doing it out of what? Your own heart. You're not really trying to help out the next person in need. So that's what it says. Don't you blemish your good deeds when you do that. And so don't do it. Verse 16, shall not the dew assuage the heat? So is a word better than a gift. So the dew assuages the heat, meaning what? It cools off from the heat. So is a word better than a gift. So is a word better than a gift, meaning you giving a good word is even better than the gift you gave. But if you give the gift and you give uncomfortable words, now your good deeds are blemished. And shoot, the person that receives from you is probably feeling like, man, I don't even want this no more. I just can't get it from nowhere else. Verse 17, lo is not a word better than a gift, but both are with a gracious man. So a gracious man, a righteous man, has the gift and a good word to go with it, because he's not doing it by force. He's doing it out of the sincerity of his heart. Okay? Verse 18, a fool will upbraid churlishly, and a gift of the envious consumeth the eyes. Let's get that First Corinthians.
And now,
Yeah, say the address. First Corinthians 13.
13.
Uh-huh.
And verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And now
Abideth. Yep. Faith.
Charity.
Hope. Charity. So now abideth faith, hope, and charity. Read.
These three, but the greatest of these in charity.
But the greatest of these three is what?
The greatest of these in charity.
The greatest is charity. And you can't make the kingdom without faith. Right? You can't live without hope. You can't have faith without hope. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for. Out of all these three, charity, that goodwill and doing good to your neighbor, towards your neighbor, is greater than all three of these. Oh, perfect timing. That was the end of the. I was gonna touch on some things from last week, but it's 10 o'clock. Perfect. All right. Once again, this has been the Hebrew Chosen Elect Wednesday night class here in Wilmington, Delaware. If you'd like to come out to class and be present in the physical, reach out and we can get you set to come out and congregate and fellowship. Like Zephaniah 2:1 says, come together, ye nation not desired. So, yeah, if you'd like to come to class Wednesdays or the Shabbat service, reach out and we'll get you squared away once again. Hope the class was edifying. And it's not going to have a brain. I have a pause in my brain. But yeah, hope the class was edifying. We'll be back at you again this Shabbat, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Once again, the Cash app is going across the bottom of the screen. If you'd like to help out with the ministry and donate, send alms at # Hebrew Chosen Elect. And once again, all praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh by Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom and Kwam Yashala.